Hello and welcome to this Esri Ireland video that will walk you through the system setup for an application review system. It is an end-to-end workflow from an applicant sending in an application for a funding request to grading of the application and then approving or declining this funding request, as well as monitoring the progress of the budget. In this video, I will show you how this system is set up and provide an overview of the background so you can get a better understanding of how you can create a similar system with Esri products. If you would like to learn more about this solution, please reach out to your Esri distributor. This solution is designed to allow a local authority to receive applications, review and grade them, and then allocate funding depending on a budget as well as the review of the application. The system begins with a survey, where an applicant is able to fill in required information. As we will see, there are required questions that prevent a user from skipping any questions. We can restrict specific questions so that users cannot put in incorrect information, such as the error code question. Only valid error codes are allowed to be put in. We've also got longer form questions that have character restrictions. And we've got repeat questions that allow the user to input multiple answers for the same question. For example, a cost breakdown table. I can add in a third item and the cost. And I'll have the list of items up here that I can edit. Finally, we've got a signature question, which helps to ensure authenticity of an application. One of the great features of this system is the monitoring aspect of it, which we'll be able to have a look at further down the line. But it's important to note at this point that the monitoring is based off a series of statuses that get updated throughout the process. When I click Submit, there will be a hidden question that is included that will set this application status to Submitted, and we will see how this takes effect in the next step. Here we are in the application review page, which is where we will be doing the grading of each application. And we've included a user guide to help people navigate the interface, which can be tucked away when it is no longer needed. We can see in our list here on the left that the application we just submitted is at the bottom. This is because it is the most recent application and the list is sorted by date. This prevents applications from getting lost or not graded, as the oldest will always be at the top. The map here shows a view of the data where the application status is set to Submitted, and it's feeding all of the widgets on this page. This means that at this point in the process, we will only see applications that have not yet been reviewed. This is one of the ways we use the statuses to organize and monitor an application throughout the process. To grade an application, I simply click on one from the list, which will automatically populate the window in the middle. This is where, as the reviewer, I can read the answers. I can use the arrows to flick through the answers, and over here on the right, I can fill in the grades. As a reviewer, I've read through the answers to the long-form questions and given the grades according to my criteria. I've filled in my username, which allows the local authority to monitor the grading system. Finally, I need to check this box. As I mentioned, there was a hidden question in the application form which set the application status to Submitted. When I tick this box, the status will be changed to Reviewed and it will disappear from this page, and the application can move on to the next stage. Here we are in the Administrators page, which will allow me to approve or decline an application, as well as allocate funding and set the communication status. On the left, we've got an embedded dashboard that shows a few metrics to help the administrator make decisions on approving applications and allocating funding. We have a list of all of the reviewed applications, and using the filter, we can set the list to see only applications that have not been approved or declined yet. When I switch it on, I'll be able to find my example organization much easier. As the administrator, I have access to the answers to long-form questions, along with the grades set by the reviewer. I can also see the cost breakdown table, which is an important factor in deciding how much funding to allocate. We've also included a map which shows the location of each application, and the color of the symbol represents where the application is in the process. Again, we are using the statuses to set the symbology of the point. At the top, I can filter this page to see only approved applications, declined applications, or applications with a grade above 5. This is useful if you would like to disqualify any application with a grade below a certain number. Now I am ready to approve my example organization, set the funding to be allocated to the project, set the communication status and the funding status. Moving on to the next stage, here we are able to edit the funding status of the organizations. So depending on correspondence, we might get confirmation that the funding has been drawn down. I can go to my list and search for the organization's name. When I click on it, the edit widget will populate, and I'm able to edit the funding status. After doing the update, we can see that the pie chart here describing the breakdown between drawn down funding and pending drawdown has been updated. Some other functionality is this card here. When an organization is selected, the card will populate with all of the relevant information. We can also see these orange dots on the map, which represent how much funding has been allocated to that project. The bigger the dot, the more funding has been allocated. This ensures that the funding is evenly distributed throughout the geographic area. Finally, we come to our Funding Monitor dashboard. And at this point, we are able to monitor the entire system from start to finish. We can see how many applications have come in, and we can see the breakdown by status. So we can see the progress of each application. We can also see the breakdown between the amount of funding that has been drawn down or to be drawn down, and we have our gauge of our budget and how much has been used up. Clearly we can see that we have gone over, but this is just an example budget. In the middle, we have a map that is similar to the funding status edit page, and we can see how much funding is being spread out throughout the geographic area, as well as seeing what each stage the application is at. So there we have it, an application review system that allows organizations to receive applications, grade them and set their statuses, whether they have been approved or declined, as well as some added functionality around monitoring of the entire system. I hope that this inspires you to use ArcGIS in new and innovative ways. If you would like to learn more about how this system was made, or if you have any questions, please do reach out to your local ArcGIS distributor.